Hello everyone. I would like to extend a warm welcome
to all the family and friends who are here today and who are watching the event live. We are blessed to have you here on Harshini's special day, her Bharatanatyam Arangetram. Harshini has been working hard for more than a year now in preparation for this big day. Hope you all enjoy this evening. Now I will turn the mic to our friend and Lata Gadela, the MC for this evening. Thank you. Lata.
Namaskaram. Good evening, respectful gurus, teachers, guests of honor, family and friends. The Kundurthi family is ecstatic to celebrate this momentous day with each one of you. They, along with Kalalaya Indian Performing Arts, are delighted to welcome you to the Bharatanatyam Arangetram of Sreeharshini Kundurthi. Bharatanatyam is an internationally acclaimed Indian classical dance originating from the South Indian state of Tamil Nadu. It is noted for its intricate footwork and stylized storytelling using gestures of the hands, eyes, and facial expressions. It is the blend of nritta, pure dance, nritya, expressive dance, and natya, the dramatic aspects of dance. Bharatanatyam is an art form which is over 2,000 years old, and this dance gets its name from three important words: bhavam, meaning expression; ragam, meaning melody; and talam, meaning rhythm. And these three words combine to bhava, raga, tala, or Bharatanatyam. And natyam means dance. After years of training, a Bharatanatyam teacher may present his or her student to the public in the presence of family, friends, peers, and art lovers. Such an event is called an Arangetram in Tamil or Rangapravesam in Sanskrit, meaning entering the stage. An Arangetram is a milestone in a dancer's life in which time he or she has made the choice to make dance a more important and significant part of his or her life, either a career choice or a serious hobby. The dancer presents 2-hour solo performance based on a traditional repertoire closely resembling the one established by the Thanjavur Quartet at the end of the 19th century. The brothers' selection of dance pieces from Pushpanjali to Thillana became the repertoire choice during the renaissance of Bharatanatyam at the beginning of 20th century and remains a legacy to this day. The Arangetram celebrates the years of dedication to the art form and highlights the dancer's technical skills, ability to express emotions, understanding of music and rhythm, and physical endurance. It takes many years of training, discipline, and practice to arrive at the level that Harshini has reached today. Today is not only a testament to Harshini's intense training for her Arangetram over the last year and a half, but also a significant milestone in her dance career. She is immensely happy to showcase her passion for Bharatanatyam in your presence. Harshini has been training under the tutelage of Guru Kausi Subramanyam since she was 5 years old. Dance has always been a vital part of her formative years and has remained as her greatest passion. Whether it's Bharatanatyam, Bollywood, or Indian folk dancing, she enjoys them all. She had many opportunities to perform at numerous events hosted by local organizations such as Indian Association of San Antonio and Javali San Antonio. One of her recent achievements in dance was an internship with Indian Raga, where Harshini, along with 3 of her friends, released 2 dance productions entirely choreographed and managed by themselves. I have known Harshini since she was about 10 years old. It's been a pleasure seeing her grow through these years into the fine dancer she is today. It's been a joy to watch the dedication and perseverance throughout her Arangetram. Harshini is dedicating her Arangetram to raise funds to support Heart Gift, a non-profit organization that provides life-saving heart surgery to children from around the world where specialized medical treatment is either scarce or non-existent. Harshini hopes to give such children the opportunity to live lives to their fullest potential, just as she has been able to. Please be sure to find the QR code in the lobby to contribute. Harshini would like to thank all of you for your support. Today, it is with great joy that I stand before you as your MC. I would like to begin by saying how happy I am to be here to enjoy an evening of wonderful music and dance, and most importantly, to join you in applauding the efforts of a young dancer waiting to make her dream come true on the stage today. So let's hear it for Harshini. Before we proceed, kindly pay attention to these housekeeping rules. Please silence your cell phones and avoid flash photography. We have a designated photographer and a videographer to do this for you so that you can enjoy the evening. To avoid distraction to the dancer, we request you not to leave during the middle of the performance unless you have an emergency. You will find the restrooms to the right as soon as you exit the auditorium. Kindly do not bring any food or water inside the auditorium. Finally, as a courtesy to Harshini and all her hard work, we ask that any children in the audience who are restless to perform, please be taken outside. We will now begin the performance with Ganapathi Kedayam. The dance is in praise of Lord Ganesha, extolling his virtues and asking for his blessings. Prior to the dance, Harshini will offer flowers to Lord Nataraja and seek the blessings of God, Guru, Mother Earth, and the audience. All but one of Harshini's dances today are choreographed by her Guru, Srimati Kausi Subramanyam. This song was composed specifically for Harshini by L. Narendra Kumar of Chennai, India. Ganapathi Kedayam is in Raga Malika and set to Adi Talam.
Om Gham Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gham Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gham Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gham Ganapataye Namaha. പാലും തെളിത്തേനും പാകും പരുപ്പും இவை நான்கும் கலந்துனக்கு நான் தருவேன். கோலம் செய் துங்கக்கரிமுகத்து தூமணியே, நீ எனக்கு சங்க தமிழ் மூன்றும் தா.
Gam கணபதி கணநாயகாய பொங்கடி துடியடி விளையாடும் மாய யூகங்கள் உடைத்திட அவன் வகுத்து கழித்த கணக்குகள் வரையற உனதென்ன உயர அவன் துணையை வாழ் துணை நிலையை தினமும் மனதினில் நிலைத்திட ஜெய் கணபதி பஜி அவன் துணையை வாழ்வு துணை நிலையை தினமும் மனதினில் நிலைத்திட ஜெய் கணபதி பஜி தக்கிரதத்தும் 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 தக்கிரதும் 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 கிரதும் கிரதும் தும் தும் தக்கிரதும் தும் தும் தக்கிரதும் தும் 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 தக்கிரதும்
அகர முதல எழுத்தே போற்றி அமிர்தம் தருபவனே போற்றி அகந்தையை அழிப்பவனே போற்றி அரசமரத்தடி ஞானமே போற்றி
கஜபதி ஜகமது போற்றிடும் அங்குஷம் சிறவட மரமது மங்கிடும் பொங்கிடும் அடைப்பட்ட ஆனந்த மலை என பக்தியின் நிலை நல் நெறிமுறை வழி தரும் அவன் துணையை வாழ் துணை நிலையை தினமும் மனதினில் நிலைத்திட ஜெய் கணபதி பஜி அவன் துணையை வாழ்வு துணை நிலையை தினமும் மனதினில் நிலைத்திட ஜெய் கணபதி பஜி ஜம் தனம் தகும் தக்கடும் தக்கடும் ஜம் தனம் தகும் தக்கடும் தக்கடும் ஜம் தனம் தக்கும் தக்கடும் 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 தக்கடும்
ஆறுமுகன் அண்ணனை போற்றி ஆனை முகத்தழகனை போற்றி ஆனந்த ரூபனை போற்றி ஆதியாதார மூலமே போற்றி
கர்ணங்கள் அசைந்திடுமே முன்பின்னும் துதி கையாள் அருள் தரவை உயர்ந்திடுமே இரு பதங்கள் ஜதிகளுடன் நடனமிட இருள் கழிய கதிரவனாய் வளம் வரவே அவன் துணையை வாழ் துணை நிலையை தினமும் மனதினில் நிலைத்திட ஜெய் கணபதி பஜி அவன் துணையை வாழ்வு துணை நிலையை தினமும் மனதினில் நிலைத்திட ஜெய் கணபதி பஜி தும் தகதகதனதும் 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 தகதகதனதும்
ஒப்பில்லாமணியே போற்றி ஒளிமய தேகமே போற்றி ஒட்டார் ஓட செய்வாய் போற்றி ஒற்றை தந்தம் உடையவனே போற்றி
அன்னை உருவம் வடித்து உயிரை விதைத்து தந்தை கரியின் சிரசை கொடுத்து வளர்த்து உலகம் அன்னை தந்தை உணர்ந்தவர்க்கு தருவான் சித்தி புத்தி சக்தி முக்தி அவன் துணையை வாழ்வில் துணை நிலையை தினமும் மனதினில் நிலைத்திட ஜெய் கணபதி பஜி அவன் துணையை வாழ்வில் துணை நிலையை தினமும் மனதினில் நிலைத்திட ஜெய் கணபதி பஜி தும் தலங்க தகத தலங்க தகதும் தலங்க தகத தும் தலங்க தகத தலங்க தகதும் தலங்க தகத தும் தலங்க தகத தலங்க தகதும் தலங்க தகத தக்கடும் தத்தை தக்கடும் தக்கடும்
ஓய்வரியாநாதனை போற்றி ஓதுமடியார் நாதமே போற்றி ஓங்கும் கலைகள் தருவாய் போற்றி ஓம்கார வடிவோனே போற்றி
நீ முழு முதற் கடவுள் உனை தொழுதால் யாம் முனைந்திடும் தொழில் அதில் தடை விலகும் உன் அருள் அது கிடைத்திட பதம் பணிய கணமூஷிக்க வாகனத்துடன் விரைவாய் அவன் துணையை வாழ் துணை நிலையை தினமும் மனதினில் நிலைத்திட ஜெய் கணபதி பஜி அவன் துணையை வாழ்வில் துணை நிலையை தினமும் மனதினில் நிலைத்திட ஜெய் கணபதி பஜி
What a way to start the Arangetram by taking the blessings of Lord Ganesha. I must say, Harshini has done justice to the song that is specifically composed for her. I am delighted to share a few more words about the star of today's show, Harshini. She is 16 years old and a rising senior of Brandeis High School. Apart from dance, Harshini has an interest in the STEM field. Not only does she enjoy science and math courses in school, but also pursues the interest competitively. She participates in Science UIL and National Ocean Science Bowl. She has been competing in National Science Bowl for 6 years now, in which her team made it to the Nationals at Washington, D.C. Last year, her team scored second place in the regional competition. She is one of the founding members and an officer of San Antonio's first high school chapter of the United Nations Association of the United States of America, an organization affiliated with the United Nations, driven to achieve the UN Sustainable Development Goals and voice concerns of the youth in our community. In her spare time, Harshini enjoys laughing with family and friends, sketching, binging K-dramas, and dancing some more. Now moving on to the next piece, Jathiswaram. Bharatanatyam consists of a variety of steps or adavus, which can be likened to the alphabet. These adavus are strung together to create koravais, similar to sentences which are set to specific rhythms. The Jathiswaram is technically demanding number that highlights the dancer's mastery over adavus and her precise execution of the koravais. The Jathiswaram concentrates on the aspects of Bharatanatyam called nritta, or pure dance, that focuses strictly on rhythm. This Jathiswaram is in Ragam, Hindolam, and set to Adi Talam.
Sada mada maga sa ni sa ga ma ga ma da ni sa ga sada mada maga sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ga sada mada maga sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ga sada mada maga sa
dalam ketak kata tinggal na tong ka kata jam dari jaga dari tai ta kata jam dari ta jam dari jaga dari tai ta kata jam dari ta jam dari jaga dari tai ta kata jam dari jaga dari ta tik tak kata tom tik tak kata tom
sa ga sada mada maga sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ga sada mada maga sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ga sada mada maga sa ga sada mada maga sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ga sada mada maga sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ga sada mada maga sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa ga sada mada maga sa ni sa ga ma da ni sa
What a lively performance. Despite its level of difficulty and constant demand for continuity in movement, Harshini made this piece look effortless. One of our guest speakers for the evening today is Harshini's former Latin teacher at Brandeis High School, Mr. Eric Robinson. He has taught Latin at Brandeis High School for several years. He became enchanted with antiquity in college and spent most of his youth among the fragmentary remains of the ancients. It has been one of his life's great joys to pass on this enthusiasm to brilliant students like Harshini. I now call upon Mr. Eric Robinson.
Greetings, everyone. I'm delighted and honored to have been asked to speak here today. As this event approached, I realized I had no idea how to ease myself into the speech. A lot of people go for grand unifying themes in these kinds of things to get the audience's attention, but that's not really my approach. Harshini could probably tell you that my classroom was always a bit of lightly regulated chaos with little episodes and discursive sidelines rather than a clear linear procession. This chaos reflects the operations of my mind, and what follows in this speech is what I recollect from what were, as it turned out, rather chaotic years. I hope that all the details are correct, but even if my weakened memory has betrayed me on minor points of historical fact, I think that the encomium to Harshini's best qualities will stand in its own right. When she came to my class, she was placed into the Latin 1 course because Brandeis had a way of ignoring middle school language credits that had been earned at charter and private schools. If I had gone by the book, I should have given her a rigorous placement test to bump her up to Latin 2 pre-AP, where she eventually found herself. But a few minutes of talking with her were enough to convince me that I was in the presence of a rare genius and an accomplished scholar. You all know her, so it may be entirely redundant for me to heap up praise and remind you that she's brilliant, dedicated, and hardworking. But she is the perfect exemplar of all those qualities, and she displays them in such a high degree that it's worth repeating that praise. When she moved up to the Latin 2 pre-AP class, where she belonged, she found herself packed into a room with 34 other students because 2 sections of the class had been stacked together into one period. And I'm surprised that there weren't massive walkouts and dropouts because of that situation. That class had its geniuses, but none of them excelled quite like Harshini did. Naturally, the rest of the class was mortified to learn that she was a freshman in a class where they were all taking it as sophomores and juniors. Everyone in the class knew who the top student was, and a whole group of them sprang up who regularly asked, "Oh, can we work with Harshini?" She's such a wonderfully kind and generous person that, far from feeling put upon or burdened by the scrum of other students trying to ride on her coattails, she graciously helped them out and even did a lot of my work for me by clearing up the little difficulties they had along the way. It's a rare student that combines genius, scholarship, and genuine kindness in the perfect balance, but there she was, a Triton among the minnows, who nevertheless made sure that every one of them could swim. That was, of course, a rough year for everyone as the pandemic began in the spring semester. A lot of students took the shift to online learning as an excuse to start summer early, but there was Harshini diligently plying herself online when most of the kids had decided to phone it in. For the next year, we were entirely online, and most kids did the same thing again. But again, Harshini helped to practically carry her Latin 3 class with her valuable insights. I left Brandeis, but we had a reunion of sorts last winter when she and 2 other heroic students, one of whom is in the audience and will be speaking later, asked to meet with me to practice for their AP Latin exam. As a teacher, you're used to seeing students squirm in their chairs and feeling supremely burdened by having to listen to you for an entire class period, but you feel that your first impression of a student as a brilliant scholar is entirely justified when you find her asking for extra education on their free time. I should note that while she was doing such an incredible job in my class at school, I had no idea that she was so busy training in classical dance. I am blown away by the depth and breadth of her talent. It was a real privilege to be her teacher and a privilege twice over to have been asked by her to speak today. As I prepared this speech, I realized that I was only with her in a real formal classroom setting for a semester and a half before education went online for a period, but I feel that I know her far better than that fact would suggest. Such is the case with brilliant and special people like Harshini. They leave an impression on you not affected by the tricks of time, and for that reason, I will always cherish my memory of her as one of my greatest students. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. The next dance piece is Varnam. In every Bharatanatyam Arangetram, Varnam is the centerpiece of the performance. It is the most challenging number for the dancer. The Varnam tests the dancer on her ability to perform not only nritta, but abhinaya as well. Abhinaya is an aspect of Bharatanatyam rich in expression and emotions. The dancer will showcase her technical skills, storytelling ability, and her endurance. The Varnam that Harshni will be performing is Omkara Pranava, a beautiful composition by Balmurali Krishna in the language Telugu. The first half of this Varnam places emphasis on Om, which is the result of the harmony between Shruti, Talam, and Swaram. Om is also associated with the Hindu trinity, Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the sustainer, and Shiva, the destroyer. Additionally, Om can be related to the three states of consciousness: the sleeping state, the dreaming state, and the waking state. The second half of the Varnam depicts different episodes from Krishna's life. Omkara Pranava is in Shanmugapriya and set to Adi Talam. Harshni will now demonstrate a couple of stories from the Varnam. The wicked king Kamsa would stop at nothing for his success. But soon Kamsa learns that Devaki's eighth son Krishna will lead to his demise. When Devaki gave birth to Krishna, she knew Kamsa would try to kill him. So desperately, she asked her husband, "What should we do?" He comes up with a plan to switch their child with another newborn in the city. And reluctantly, Devaki gives up her child so that he may be brought to safety. As years passed, Krishna grows up in Vrindavan to be a carefree child, always enjoying time with his friends. One day, a great storm settled in and was devastating the people of Vrindavan. Krishna saw this and lifted the mountain Govardhan to provide the people and animals shelter. In awe, all the people and animals praised him with immense gratitude. Presenting now Omkara Pranava.
Om प्रणव नादोद्भव श्रुतिलय स्वर साकेतिक त्रिभुवन शक्ति मुरली गान स्वरूपी
Chum, ta, re, ta, kun, ta, re, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, re, ta, kun, ta, re, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, re, ta, kun, ta, re, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, nam, ta, rum, ta, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, tri, ta, kun, ta, tri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, tri, ta, kun, ta, tri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, tri, ta, kun, ta, tri, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, nam, ta, rum, ta, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, tri, ta, kun, ta, tri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, tri, ta, kun, ta, tri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, tri, ta, kun, ta, tri, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, nam, ta, rum, ta, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, nam, ta, rum, ta, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, nam, ta, rum, ta, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ta, nam, ta, rum, ta, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, nam, ta, rum, ta, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, nam, ta, rum, ta, ki, ta, chum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, nam, ta, rum, ta, ki, ta, chum, ta, ri, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, ri, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ki, ta, ka, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ka, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, chum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ka, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, jum, ta, jum, ta, jum, ta, jum, ta, kun, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, di, ta, jum, ta, jum, ta, jum, ta, jum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, di, ta, jum, ta, jum, ta, jum, ta, jum, ki, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ka, ri, ki, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum, ta, ka, ta, ding, ding, na, tum.
Omkara Pranava Nadodbhava Shrutilaya Swara ஸ்வர ஓம்கார பிரணவ நாதோத்பவ ஸ்ருதிலய ஸ்வர ஓம்கார பிரணவ நாதோத்பவ ஸ்ருதிலய ஸ்வர ஓம்கார பிரணவ நாதோ உத்பவ 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 ஸ்ருதிலய ஸ்வர ஓம்கார பிரணவ நாதோ
Kadinguta, 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 tum tum tum, ta ta ta, tum tum tum, kadinguta, 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 ta ta, tum tum tum, ta ta ta, tum tum tum, kadinguta, 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 ta ta, tum tum tum. Ta ta ta, tum tum tum, kadinguta, 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 ta ta, tum tum tum, ta ta ta, tum tum tum. Jagannath Junno Taka Dimikita, Jagannath Junno Taka Dimikita, Jagannath Junno Taka Dimikita, Jagannath Junno Taka Tam, ta, Jagannath Junno Taka Tam, ta, Jagannath Junno Taka Tam, Jagannath Junno Taka Tam, ta. Jagannath Junno Taka Tam, ta, di, Jagannath Junno Taka Tam, ta, ding, dit, ta, tum, 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 Jagannath Junno Taka Tam, ta, Jagannath Junno Taka Tam, ta, di, Jagannath Junno Taka Tam, Jagannath Junno Taka Tam. Jaganaka Junu Takatam Ta Ding Jaganaka Junu Takatam Ta Ding Ding Ta Tum Ta Ding Ding Ta Tum Ta Ding Ta Tum Ta Ding Ta Tum Ta Ding Ta Tum Ta Ding Ta Tum Jaganaka Junu Takatam Ta Jaganaka Junu Takatam Ta Ding Jaganaka Junu Takatam Jaganaka Junu Takatam Ta Jaganaka Junu Takatam Ta Ding Jaganaka Junu Takatam Ta Ding Ding Ta Tum Ta Ding Ding Ta Tum Ta Ding Ta Tum Ta Ding Ta Tum Ta Ding Ta Tum Ta Ding Ta Tum
Omkara Pranava Nado Udbhava Shruti Laya Swara Sanketika Tribhuvana Shakti Murali Gana Swarupi 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 Sanketika Tribhuvana Shakti Murali Gana Gagama Mapa Pada Ninida Pada Sasa Nida Ni Riri Sani Sa Gagama Mapa Pada Ninida Pada Sasa Nida Ni Riri Sa pa da da ni ni da pa da sa sa ni da ni ri ri sa ni sa pa ma ga ri sa ri sa ni da pa ri sa ni da pa pa ma ga ri sa ri ga ma Omkara Pranava Maadu Udbhava Shrutilaya Pralaya Jalavalaya Putalalalo Telena de Vadalpatram 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 Sayaninchu varadoni nabini varalina kamala sanjanita vidhi mukhajanita Pralaya Jalavalaya Putalalalo Telena de Vadalpatram Sayaninchu varadoni nabini varalina kamala sanjanita vidhi mukhajanita Omkara Pranava Maadu Udbhava Shrutilaya Swara Omkara Pranavanaado Udbhava
tari 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 tana 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 jonu 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 temi 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 tari 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 tana 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 jonu 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 temi 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 tari tari tana tana jonu jonu temi temi tari tana jonu temi tik tak kradam tik tak kradam tak kradam kradam
Padani Rajamulu Namiti Padani Rajamulu Namiti Padani Rajamule Namiti Padani Rajamule Namiti Padani Rajamule పద నీరజములు నమ్మితి పద నీరజములు నమ్మితి పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి పద నీరజములు నమ్మితి పద నీరజములు నమ్మితి పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి సా నిదని దపద పామ పద నీరజములు సా నిదని దపద పామ పద నీరజములు నమ్మితి పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి శాశ్వతమై సుఖమై శాశ్వతమై సుఖమై శాశ్వతమై సుఖమై శాశ్వతమై సుఖమై నది పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి శాశ్వతమై సుఖమై నది పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి పద నీరజములే సరి గరి సని సారి సాని పద నిరపమ పద పమ పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి సరి గరి సని సారి సాని పద నిరపమ పద పమ పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి పద నీరజములు నమ్మితి గౌరీ श्रीश विधीन्द्र त्यागराजादिवर्य सपर्यलंदु गौरीश श्रीश विधीन्द्र त्यागराजादिवर्य सपर्यलंदु गौरीश श्रीश विधीन्द्र त्यागराजादिवर्य सपर्यलंदु गौरीश श्रीश विधीन्द्र त्यागराजादिवर्य सपर्यलंदु पद नीरजमूले गौरीश श्रीश विधीन्द्र त्यागराजादिवर्य सपर्यलंदु पद नीरजमूले नम्मीति पद नीरजमूले सरि गम प मगरि सा रि गम प द प मगरि गम प द नि द प म सरि गम प मगरि रि गम प द प मगरि गम प द नि द प म परि सरि गरि स नि द प सा नि सा ति स नि द प म नि द नि सा नि द प म प द नि र ज मूले नम्मीति पद नीरजमूले नम्मीति प्रभवमु विभवमुलीनमुलु दश दिशलु भूमि गगन पवनमु प्रभवमु विभवमुलीनमुलु दश दिशलु भूमि गगन पवनमु सलिलमग्निनग कगतरु मृगाति सकलमु कलुगु दयवलन पद नीरजमूले प्रभवमु विभवमुलीनमुलु दश दिशलु भूमि गगन पवनमु सलिलमग्निनग कगतरु मृगाति सकलमु कलुगु दयवलन पद नीरजमूले नम्मीति पद नीरजमूले नी दद निद निद मम पम पम पपद पद नि दद निद निद मम पम पम पपद पद गगरि स नि द प गगरि स नि द प म प सा नि द पद रि स नि द प गगरि स नि द प गगरि स नि द प म प सा नि द पद रि स नि द पद प स नि स पद प रि स रि पद प गरि ग प म गरि स रि ग गरि स नि स रि गरि स नि द नि स गरि स नि द पद नीरजमूले नम्मीति पद नीरजमूले नम्मीति నీనాయనడు తారతమ్యములు మానగా సుగుణమిచ్చి నీనాయనడు తారతమ్యములు మానగా సుగుణమిచ్చి సగనము విరళవి తరణము నిజమును పల్కుటలు సదా తెలియగ సగనము విరళవి తరణము నిజమును పల్కుటలు సదా తెలియగ భరత భువిని జనులు కలిసి మెలిసి సుఖముగా వరలుటే మాతే యముగ సత్కర్మ చరణము భక్త్యానందవరమిడు పద నీరజమూలే నీనాయనడు తారతమ్యములు మానగా సుగుణమిచ్చి సగనము విరళవి తరణము నిజమును పల్కుటలు సదా తెలియగ భరత భువిని జనులు కలిసి మెలిసి సుఖముగా వరలుటే మాతే యముగ సత్కర్మ చరణము భక్త్యానందవరమిడు పద నీరజమూలే నమ్మితి పద నీరజములు నమ్మితి పద నీరజములు నమ్మితి పద నీరజములు నమ్మితి పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి పద నీరజములే నమ్మితి
That was such a brilliant and stunning performance by Harshini. It is not easy to perform a 30-minute Varnam with such grace. It truly was a treat to the eyes. Another round of applause for Harshini, please. Our guest of honor for the evening is one of the most inspiring, motivating, and talented dancers, Dr. Durga Suridevara, also known as Durga Patel. She is a practicing psychiatrist. As much as science was an integral part of Durga's life, it was arts that called to her from a very young age, especially in the form of dance. As an undergrad at University of Cincinnati, Ohio, she not only learned but also performed modern dance and Andhra-natyam. It was not until after she became a psychiatrist, married, and became a mother of 2 beautiful children, she continued her passion for dance with Guru Bana Ramanath. After the birth of her 3rd child, she started her sadhana with Dr. Sridhara Akibalu of Kaveri Natya Yoga. Durga has been learning, performing, and teaching Bharatanatyam for the last 14 years. She has also been blessed to have done workshops with dancers such as Janaki Rangarajan and Rama Vaidyanathan. She enjoyed taking part in dance dramas, sharing the art with local communities such as libraries and other community centers and festivals. Over the past 5 years, Durga has been actively engaged through the learning and teaching with Chinmaya Mission of San Antonio, and she currently serves on their board. Through Chinmaya Mission, she is making a profound effort to ensure Vedanta is available to all people and not just a privileged few. She also volunteers for Awaz, an organization serving the greater San Antonio area by giving voice and support to South Asians affected by family violence. She seeks to help and support people, especially those struggling with stressful circumstances or being marginalized by society. Her goal in life is to give back to the world more than she takes from it. It is with great admiration I now invite Dr. Durga Patel.
Hari Om, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Good evening, fellow art lovers, friends, and family of Harshini. Today is Harshini's day. Many thanks to Ram and Sharda Garu for entrusting me to speak on this momentous occasion for their family. And thank you, Lata Garu, for the kind words of introduction. I repeat, today is Harshini's day. She has not said a word, yet she has spoken so beautifully through her every gesture and expression today. Harshini has been learning Bharatanatyam, a dance form which has its roots in the ancient scriptures, the Natya Shastra. It's a complete manual on how to perform. Written in Sanskrit, it covers all aspects of putting on a show, including music, acting, and dance. Scholars date the text to roughly around 200 BCE. Harshini has been learning this art from the tender age of 5 years. But before it took its present form and came to Harshini, this tradition was created and refined over thousands of years, literally, by multiple generations of artistic families, and it was passed on from guru or teacher to sishya or student in southern India. The music and the dance are both very intricate and structured with many rules to follow. A lot of children start the learning process. The smart ones, though, quickly realize how difficult it is and say to themselves, "Nope, not for me. I quit." And if their parents and guru allow them to, they'll give it up. For Harshini to have continued to learn for the last 11 years, it is not only a credit to her determination, love for dance, intelligence, and dedication, it is a testament to her guru, Srimati Kausi Subramanyam, as well. Only a guru who is patient, diligent, and understands a young dancer can guide them to this point. Today, Harshini opened with the Pushpanjali, and without missing a beat, took us on a beautiful journey, ending the first half of the program with this fantastic Varnam, in which she not only danced with grace and immense energy, she skillfully acted out several stories from young Krishna's life. Guru Kausi Subramanyam has done an excellent job with the choreography. So, why do we spend so much time and effort learning and practicing something that has little to no practical value, some would argue? We know the value of academics, and most of us can agree that the pursuit of academics will ensure that children grow up to be self-reliant, upstanding, productive members of society. That's why so many of us Indian parents, including myself, encourage our children to go into professions such as medicine, law, become a computer scientist or an engineer, we might suggest. Sure, these professions can secure our basic needs. With the job security and pay, we can provide a comfortable life for our families while serving the greater society at large. They're all very important things. So I come back to the question, why waste so much time, money, and other resources on fine arts such as Bharatanatyam? I can tell you that as a psychiatrist, over the years, I've had the privilege of helping people through some really, really tough times. And it can happen for any of us. This ocean of our life is full of troubles along the way. And it's only these fine arts that give us so much joy and help us look beyond our own troubles. My years of learning and helping teach Bharatanatyam to children and adults have shown me the obvious benefits. The body becomes flexible and strong. The mind becomes sharper with increased ability to focus, learn, memorize, and concentrate. I mean, Harshini has learned and memorized the choreography for a 2-hour solo recital today. That is not easy. Self-image improves as the dancer believes in herself and her abilities. Many young ladies really transform in how they see themselves as they approach their Arangetram and finally accomplish this milestone. All of the above are guaranteed benefits for all dancers who practice with sadhana, the rigorous practice of dance for several years, and for some, the benefits are even greater. Not only is the sadhana of Bharatanatyam a form of exercise, it is an art. The reason I highlight this is that art enables us to feel and think in new and profound ways. The present moment expands so that our hearts, minds, and sometimes our very souls are transformed by what we witness and experience. Art has the power to turn the finite into something limitless. Imagine one moment when all your life comes together and makes complete sense. You align with the entire universe, erasing all boundaries. You feel compassionate, energized, and limitless. There are many forms of art that have this power, and Bharatanatyam, with all its complexities, is one of them. It can not only transform the performers, but us, the audience, as well. My own sadhana has helped me connect within myself, allowing me to accept all the different parts of me and be kinder to myself along the way. It's even allowed me to overcome some lingering aspects of childhood trauma that I initially thought were already resolved. Harshini, you're a strong and beautiful person, inside and out. I encourage you to continue exploring and expanding your limits in dance, as well as in all aspects of life. You are fortunate that your mother, Sharda Garu, is equally passionate about dance, and that both of your parents support you in your endeavors. You have mesmerized us with your dancing so far, and I'm looking forward to the second half of your program. In addition to your parents, I commend your guru, Srimati Kausalya Subramanyam, for her many years of dedication, passion, and hard work. Thank you.
Thank you, Durga. You truly are an inspiration and a blessing to many. Now, I would like to call upon Madhu Krishnamurthy onto the stage to say a few words about Harshini. Madhu is a close friend of Kundurthi family and has known Harshini since she was 5 years old.
Namaste to all. Honored to be here to say a few words and to say a few words about Harshini. Thanks for the introduction, Lata garu. That was an amazing performance we saw. What a delight it was. To express so well, to enact a story so beautifully, with clarity, through this great art form, needs dedication to the art form, eagerness to learn, and the willpower to perfect the art. I've known Harshini for about 12 years now, since she was about 5 years old. She's always been modest, quiet, and focused. She's a delight to be around. She's smiling all the time and connects with the young and the adult equally well. I don't remember seeing Harshini complain or irritated or angry ever. She's an achiever, an amazing dancer, an artist, and an upcoming leader. Don't go by her naive looks and her lovely smile. She's a black belt and can throw some punches and whip a kick if need be. Harshini is an amazing woman in the making, the one that has the huge potential to make our society and the world a better place for future generations. Thanks to Ram, Sharda, and her guru and mentors for guiding her and helping her in her journey so far. Thanks to Harshini for an amazing performance. I wish her the best in her future endeavors. Thank you.
We have another special guest today, Mr. Abraham Freyes. He is Harshini's chemistry teacher at Brandeis High School. Mr. Freyes graduated from the University of Texas, El Paso, with a Bachelor's of Science in Biology. He also has a Master's in Environmental Chemistry from UTSA. He has been teaching for 25 years, including 18 years of AP Chemistry and Advanced Chemistry. Please welcome Mr. Freyes.
Thank you, and thank you to the Kundurthi family for the invite. Wow, I'm at a loss of words. Just when I thought Harshini couldn't impress me anymore, she has this performance, and I'm blown away. So I've been an educator for 25 years, and in that time, I've had the pleasure of teaching and working with many students, and within that huge group of students, there's a smaller group that is very impressive, and you know that they're going to do well. And within that smaller group, there's even a smaller cohort of students that are just completely amazing, and Harshini falls into that group. She every day would walk into class with a smile on her face, and that says a lot for someone who is taking AP Chemistry at 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. But it never failed. She'd always walk in and she'd have a really bright smile on her face and ready to learn. And as soon as the bell rang, she was always focused and ready and eager to take in the day's lesson. The times that I have observed Harshini in class with her peers were really a true pleasure. We would always have certain lessons that the students would have to learn that were not always easy and were at times challenging. And Harshini, just like her performance this evening, seemed to make it look effortless. She was not only an excellent student in my class, but clearly a true leader. There, on many instances, are lessons where the students have to work in small group, and Harshini always seemed to take the reins, so to speak, within her group, and do very well in leading her classmates. Harshini certainly has the character and spirit that's going to make her a very successful person in life. And additionally, that same spirit will also sustain her when life sometimes throws those curveballs at her. So she is definitely one former student that was a pleasure to work with, and that I'm certainly am going to miss having in class every day, and particularly first period when she walks in with a smile, and at the end of the class period walks out feeling a little stressed out with Sanjana about physics. But in any event, I again am truly amazed at her performance and just the attention to detail and the endurance that Harshini shows. It translates to every facet of life, including academia, and it comes as no surprise. So again, I am truly honored to be here this evening, and I am blessed and fortunate to have been a little part of Harshini's life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fraser, for sharing thoughts about Harshini. She indeed is a remarkable student, be it academics or dance. We now move forward with the second half of the recital. The next dance is called Mahadeva Shiva Shambho. The piece Mahadeva Shiva Shambho describes Lord Shiva as the one who is benevolent and whose beauty is immeasurable. He protects countless beings on this earth while showering his devotees with his love and compassion. Harshini had to work extra hard on this piece because it required and demanded flexibility as well as balance when portraying Lord Shiva or Nataraja, the god of dancing. Mahadeva Shiva Shambho is in Revati Ragam and set to Adi Talam.
महादेव शिव शंभो 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 श्री महादेव शिव शंभो श्रीमारकोटि सुंदर प्रभो श्री सुन्दर प्रभो श्री महादेव शिव शम्भो श्रीमारकोटि सुन्दर प्रभो श्री महादेव शिव शम्भो श्रीमारकोटि सुन्दर प्रभो श्री महादेव शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो सहस्रकोटि जनपालन सहस्रकोटि जनपालन सहस्रकोटि जनपालन सहस्रकोटि जनपालन सहस्रकोटि जनपालन साधु संरक्षण पावन साधु संरक्षण पावन साधु संरक्षण पावन साधु संरक्षण पावन महादेव शिव शम्भो श्रीमारकोटि सुन्दर प्रभो श्री महादेव शिव शम्भो सर्वेश्वर करुणाकर मूर्ते सर्वेश्वर करुणाकर मूर्ते सर्वेश्वर करुणाकर मूर्ते सर्वेश्वर करुणाकर मूर्ते सामगान प्रिय वेद पुत्रे सामगान प्रिय वेद पुत्रे सर्वेश्वर करुणाकर मूर्ते सामगान प्रिय वेद पुत्रे सर्वेश्वर करुणाकर मूर्ते सामगान प्रिय वेद पुत्रे परमेश्वर गंगाधर कीर्ते गंगाधर कीर्ते परमेश्वर गंगाधर कीर्ते परमेश्वर गंगाधर कीर्ते परमेश्वर गंगाधर कीर्ते परमेश्वर गंगाधर कीर्ते पतित पावन श्री पशुपते पतित पावन श्री पशुपते पतित पावन श्री पशुपते पतित पावन श्री पशुपते महादेव शिव शम्भो श्रीमारकोटि सुन्दर प्रभो श्री महादेव शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो शिव शम्भो
I'm speechless after this captivating performance by Harshini. One more round of applause, please. The next number, Maadu, Meikum, Kanne, depicts Lord Krishna as a young, precocious child. As he fights boredom and the urge to fall asleep, he looks for something entertaining to do. He decides to sneak out of his home and go to the field to look after the cattle. As he is about to make his escape, he is caught by his mother. This is an entertaining piece where Krishna and his mother Yashoda try to convince each other why he should or should not be allowed to go out. Maadu Meikum Kanne is in Ragam, Chenchuruthi, and set to Adi Talam. According to Harshini's parents, this dance brings out Harshini's sparkling personality, and Harshini says, "I can't help but have fun with it. It's exuberant and frolic, and I hope the audience enjoys as much as I do."
மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். மாடு 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 மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். காய்ச்சின பாலும் தரேன், கற்கண்டு சீனி தரேன். கையிலே வெண்ணெய் தரே, வெயிலிலே போக வேண்டாம். மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். காய்ச்சின பாலும் தரேன், கற்கண்டு சீனி தரே. கையிலே வெண்ணெய் தரே, வெயிலிலே போக வேண்டாம். மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். காய்ச்சின பாலும் வேண்டாம், கற்கண்டு சீனி வேண்டாம். காய்ச்சின பாலும் வேண்டாம், கற்கண்டு சீனி வேண்டாம். உல்லாசமாய் மாடு மேய்த்து ஒரு நொடியில் திரும்பிடுவேன். காய்ச்சின பாலும் வேண்டாம், கற்கண்டு சீனி வேண்டாம். உல்லாசமாய் மாடு மேய்த்து ஒரு நொடியில் திரும்பிடுவேன். போக வேண்டும் தாயே, தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. போக வேண்டும் தாயே, தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. யமுனா நதி கரையில் எப்பொழுதும் கள்வர் பயம். யமுனா நதி கரையில் எப்பொழுதும் கள்வர் பயம். கள்வர் வந்து உன்னை அடித்தால் கலங்கிடுவாய் கண்மணியே. கள்வர் வந்து உன்னை அடித்தால் கலங்கிடுவாய் கண்மணியே. மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். கள்வனுக்கோர் கள்வருண்டோ, கண்டதுண்டோ சொல்லும் அம்மா. கள்வனுக்கோர் கள்வருண்டோ, கண்டதுண்டோ சொல்லும் அம்மா. கள்வர் வந்து என்னை அடித்தால் கண்ட துன்பம் செய்திடுவேன். கள்வர் வந்து என்னை அடித்தால் கண்ட துன்பம் செய் செய்திடுவேன். போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. கோவர்தனகிரியில் கோரமான மிருகங்கள் உண்டு. கோவர்தனகிரியில் கோரமான மிருகங்கள் உண்டு. கரடி புலியை கண்டால் பயந்திடுவாய் கண்மணியே. கரடி புலியை கண்டால் பயந்திடுவாய் கண்மணியே. மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். காட்டு மிருகங்கள் எல்லாம் என்னை கண்டால் ஓடி வரும். காட்டு மிருகங்கள் எல்லாம் என்னை கண்டால் ஓடி வரும். கூட்டம் கூட்டமாக வந்தால் வேட்டையாடி ஜெயித்திடுவேன். கூட்டம் கூட்டமாக வந்தால் வேட்டையாடி ஜெயித்திடுவேன். போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. பசமுள்ள நந்த கோபன் பாலன் எங்கே என்று கேட்டால். பசமுள்ள நந்த கோபன் பாலன் எங்கே என்று கேட்டால் என்ன பதில் சொல்வேனடா என்னுடைய கண்மணியே. என்ன பதில் சொல்வேனடா என்னுடைய கண்மணியே. மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். பாலருடன் வீதியிலே பந்தாடுறான் என்று சொல்லு. பாலருடன் வீதியிலே பந்தாடுறான் என்று சொல்லு. தேடிய நீ வருகையிலே ஓடி வந்து நின்றிடுவேன். தேடிய நீ வருகையிலே ஓடி வந்து நின்றிடுவேன். போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. மாடு மேய்க்கும் கண்ணே நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். போக வேண்டும் தாயே தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. நீ போக வேண்டாம் சொன்னேன். தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே. தடை சொல்லாதே நீயே.
That was a scintillating performance. Such an energy, such vibrant dancing. Harshni will now continue the performance with a Javali. Javalis are simple love songs depicting love of the Nayika. In this song, the Nayika, who has been deceived by her lover, shares her resentment with her Sakhi. Conflicted between her attachment and discontent towards her beloved, she asks her Sakhi, "How do I overcome this pain?" Will she give in to her affection or let go of those harbored feelings once and for all? Let us see. Cheli Nenetlu is in Ragam, Paris, and set to Adi Talam.
నేనేట్లు సహింతునే చెలి నేనేట్లు సహింతునే చెలి నేనేట్లు సహింతునే చెలి నేనేట్లు సహింతునే చెలి నేనేట్లు సహింతునే హలవారితో వర్ణింతునే హలవారితో వర్ణింతునే హలవారితో హలవానితో వర్ణింతునే హలవానితో వర్ణింతునే చెలి నేనెట్లు సహింతునే చెలి నేనెట్లు సహింతునే హలవానితో వర్ణింతునే హలవానితో వర్ణింతునే చెలి నేనెట్లు సహింతునే మనమోహనాకారుడే ఘన వినోదియాదిరుడే మనమోహనాకారుడే ఘన వినోదియాధిరుడే మనమోహనాకారుడే ఘన వినోదియాధిరుడే మనమోహనాకారుడే ఘన వినోదియాధిరుడే పగదానింటిలో చేరనే పగదానింటిలో చేరనే పగదానింటిలో చేరనే పగదానింటిలో చేరనే మనమోహనాకారుడే ఘన వినోదియాదిరుడే మనమోహనాకారుడే ఘన వినోదియాదిరుడే పగదానింటిలో చేరనే పగదానింటిలో చేరనే చెలి నేనెట్లు సహింతునే చెలి నేనెట్లు సహింతునే హలవానితో వర్ణింతునే హలవానితో వర్ణింతునే చెలి నేనెట్లు సహింతునే జౌవన్నరాడాయనే మంచి పువ్వులయింకేలనే జౌవన రాడాయనే మంచి పువ్వులయింకేలనే జౌవన రాడాయనే మంచి పువ్వులయింకేలనే జౌవన రాడాయనే మంచి పువ్వులయింకేలనే సొగసెవ్వరు చూచెదరే సొగసెవ్వరు చూచెదరే సొగసెవ్వరు చూచెదరే సొగసెవ్వరు చూచెదరే జౌవన రాడాయనే మంచి పువ్వులయింకేలనే జౌవన రాడాయనే మంచి పువ్వులయింకేలనే సొగసెవ్వరు చూచెదరే సొగసెవ్వరు చూచెదరే చెలి నేనెట్లు సహింతునే చెలి నేనెట్లు సహింతునే హలవానితో వర్ణింతునే హలవానితో వర్ణింతునే చెలి నేనెట్లు సహింతునే చెడేరో చామింద్రుడే కృప చూడమణి చంద్రుడే చెడేరో చామింద్రుడే కృప చూడమణి చంద్రుడే Cheli medaina radayane Cheli medaina radayane Cheli medaina radayane Cheli medaina radayane Cheli nenetlu sagintune 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 Cheli nenetlu Cheli nenetlu Cheli nenetlu sagintune 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 Cheli nenetlu sagintune
That was a mesmerizing Abhinaya performance by Harshini. For a young dancer like Harshini to perform Javali with such poise is an achievement in itself. Do you all agree with me? Please give her a big round of applause. Now, how will a brother play a part in his sister's Arangetram? Or a bestie show her support? I would now like to invite Harshini's younger brother, Suhas, and one of Harshini's best friends, Sanjana, to share some interesting moments about Harshini with us.
Good evening, everyone. I hope you are enjoying Harshini's performance. Harshini also happens to be my sister. I played an important part today, as I made sure to not annoy her, as that would be ruining her big day. For sure, we are always there for each other, as we keep each other from getting out of trouble, for watching TV too long, or playing video games without our parents' knowledge, and we play lots of video games. She is the best sister I could ever ask for, except when she keeps nagging me on keeping my room clean. We have a lot of great memories together, and I wish I could relive them, because she has done everything, from dealing with a 7-year-old who from time to time throws temper tantrums, to helping me with projects and activities. She is one of the most patient and kind people that I know. We have done so much together: chess, tennis, taekwondo, and now National Science Bowl and UIL. And I have enjoyed all that time with her. Despite all the fights and arguments we have, I know she will be that caring and loving big sister. She does so much for her family and her friends, and I think I can speak for all of us when I say, Harshini, thank you so much for everything.
Hi everyone, I'm Sanjana, Harshini's classmate, neighbor, and self-proclaimed best friend. Despite only having known her for around 1.5 years-ish, I will say that having her in almost every single one of my classes has made the 18 months ample time to realize what kind of person she is. The diagnosis? Well, she's a crazy smart K-drama watching, unofficial Costco brand ambassador who manages to go through more kinds of tea in a week than my own mother can. No, but seriously though, she would walk into chemistry every morning with an insulated cup of tea in one hand and a Costco lunchbox in the other, ready for the day. Honestly, I was shocked as to why such a seemingly put-together person such as herself would ever want to be friends with me. Don't ask her why now, because she might reconsider. But somehow we clicked and became inseparable. Auntie even says that if we were put in the same room for the night, there would absolutely be zero sleep slept. Anyways, Harshini stuck by me even though I would try all the snacks in her Costco lunchbox and made the most obvious mistakes during calculus. And during all the time she had to bear spending with me, it became pretty clear that she was one of the most caring, affectionate, and ambitious people I had ever met. Although I see her as a little sister, I often find myself looking up to her in admiration for everything she's done and for who she's become. She works incredibly hard for every challenge she takes on, and I think we can already tell how much time and effort she put in for today's performance. I still remember Harshini freaking out over Arangetram practice for the first time while we were in the physics classroom learning about circuits. I was baffled because it seemed like her brain was so busy worrying about the complications for Arangetram that she forgot to struggle with the complications from the differentiable calculus in front of us. Then, once summer hit, we both knew it was going to be a while until she could resurface from all the work she was grinding in, from college apps to her internship to her Arangetram. However, even with literally the weight of the world on her shoulders, she still managed to practice every single day and put her blood, sweat, and tears into tonight. Like I said, I like to imagine I'm the older sister Harshini never had, but in reality, I still have so much to learn from her determination and persistence. Watching her dance tonight has also unlocked my proud sister moment. So Harshini, I don't know where you are and if you can hear this, but I am so beyond proud of you. You'll do great things in the future, and tonight was just the beginning. I love you so much.
That was very enlightening, endearing, and delightful. Thank you, Suhas and Sanjana. Moving over to our next dance piece, Thillana. Thillana is the grand finale to a Bharatanatyam recital. It is primarily a rhythmic piece performed towards the end of Bharatanatyam performance. This pure dance item allows the dancer to weave beautiful patterns to a vibrant music. It exemplifies the complex dance choreography by combining the rhythmic patterns and intricate footwork. The complex, intricate choreography and statuesque poses of Thillana build the tempo to a beautiful climax. It ends on an exuberant note with attributes describing Lord Kartikeya. Harshini fell in love with this song the first time she heard and knew that it had to be in her Arangetram. The Thillana that Harshini will perform is a popular composition of Lalgudi Jairam and is in praise of Lord Kartikeya. This Thillana is in Desh Ragam and set to Adi Talam. Following the Thillana, Harshini will conclude with a Mangalam, thanking God, Guru, Mother Earth, and the audience. The Mangalam, Ksheerabdi Kanyakaku, is in praise of Sri Mahalakshmi Devi and the daughter of the Milky Ocean and the divine consort of Lord Vishnu. Ksheerabdi Kanyakaku is in Ragam, Kurunji, and set to Kanda Chapu Talam.
तकदीं तधीं नाधृदीं ततों धृदीं तकदीं तधीं नाधृदीं ततों धृदीं दीननाथन दीननाथ तकदीं तधीं नाधृदीं ततों धृदीं दीननाथन दीननाथ तकदीं तदीं नाधृदीं ततों धृदीं Diranatana Diranatakadim Tadim Nadrudim Tadom Drudim 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 Tadom Drudim Diranatana Diranatakadim Tadim Nadrudim 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 Tadom Drudim Takadim Tadim Nadrudim Tadom Drudim Diranatana Diranatakadim 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 Tadim Nadrudim Tadom Drudim Nadredani Tom Nadredani Tom Drudim Tarikidadim 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 Dirana Dirana Nadredani Tom Drudim Tarikidadim 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 Dirana Dirana Nadredani Tom Drudim Tarikidati Tarikidati Tarikidadim Tarikidadim Dirana Dirana Nadredani Tom Drudim Tarikidadim 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 Dirana Dirana Takidadim Tanata Tanangadim Takadim Tanangdakadim 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 Tadim Nadrudim Tadom Drudim Diranatana Diranatakadim Tadim Nadrudim Tadom Drudim தஞ்சம் நின்பதம் தயாளை நீ என்றாதரவோடருள்வாய் நஞ்சம் நின்பதம் தயாளை நீ அஞ்சேல் என்றாதரவோடருள்வாய் கொஞ்சும் சுரர் காவலர் வேடா கஞ்சம் நின்பதம் தயாளை நீரவோடருவாய் கொஞ்சும் வள்ளி கொஞ்சரி கணவா செல்ஜேவள சுரர் காவலர் வேடா தகதரி கிடஜம் திமரி கபகரி தரி கிடஜம் திமவரி சக்கிடஜம் நிதவ தகதீம் தகரம் தகடம் தகசனி தகிதவ மகரி சகச தகதரி கிடஜம் திமரி கபகரி தரி கிடஜம் திமவரி சக்கிடஜம் நிதவ தகதீம் தகரம் தகடம் தகசனி நிதவ மகரி சகச தகிடஜி நிரஜனு ததிமி ததீந்தி மம பபரி சகச தகஜனுதீம் கிடதகஜனுதீம் தரி கிடதகஜனுதீம் கிடதரி கிடதகஜனுதகரீம் தரி ஆதிதீம் தபோமிதீ தகதரி கிடஜம் திமரி பமகரி தரி கிடஜம் நிபவரி சக்கிடஜம் நிதவ தகதீம் தகஜம் தகடம் தகசனி நிதவ மகரி சகச தகிடதி நிதஜனு ததிமி ததீம் மம பபரி சகச தகஜனுதீம் கிடதகஜனுதீம் தரி கிடதகஜனுதீம் கிடதரி கிடதகஜனுதகரீம் தகீநாரதி தகோமிதீ திரநாத திரநாதகரீம் தகீநாரதி தகோமிதீம் திரநாத திரநாதகரீம் தகீநாரதி தகோமிதீம் திரநாதன திரநாதகரீம் தகீநாரதி தகோமிதீம் தகதோமிதீம் தகதோமிதீம் ಕ್ಷೀರಾಬ್ದಿ ಕನ್ಯಕಕು ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಕಿನಿ ನೀರಜಾಲಯ ಕುನು ನೀರಾಜನಂ ನೀರಾಜನಂ ಕ್ಷೀರಾಬ್ದಿ ಕನ್ಯಕಕು ಶ್ರೀ ಮಹಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಕಿನಿ ನೀರಜಾಲಯ ಕುನು ನೀರಾಜನಂ ನೀರಾಜನಂ
Wow, that was a dynamic performance. You rocked the stage this evening, Harshini. We are so proud of you. Please give her a big round of applause. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guru is the embodiment of the Trinity, Lord Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, who creates and sustains knowledge and eliminates ignorance. In Hindu culture, a guru is considered equal to a supreme god or Parabrahma. A guru plays a significant role in the betterment of their students' lives. I offer my obeisance to the guru. I would like to now speak about someone who needs no formal introduction. It's none other than Harshini's guru, Srimati Kausi Subramanyam. Kausi Subramanyam is a highly disciplined and dedicated teacher and a choreographer. Her remarkable ability to motivate, innovate, and explore continues to inspire all her students. She trained under Guru Revati Satyu of Dallas, Texas, and later under Guru Prasanna Kasturi of St. Louis, Missouri. She has over 25 years of teaching experience, and her students excel in adjudicated events, auditions, and dance competitions. Kausi has served as the president of the San Antonio Dance Umbrella, as well as co-chair for Luminaria for 4 years. Kausi is an inspiring leader and an active promoter of Indian arts and culture in San Antonio community. She provides avenues to spread Indian tradition and mythology to the mainstream audiences and creative awareness of Bharatanatyam art form in the local community. Her collaboration with Attic Rep to produce From the Mahabharata was a huge success with 7 out of 8 sold-out shows. She has been inducted to the San Antonio Women's Hall of Fame and was one of San Antonio's Business Journal's 40 Under 40 Rising Stars in 2008. She played an instrumental role in pursuing and developing a sister city in India and serves as president of Anuja San Antonio, the organization that manages the sister city relationship between San Antonio and Chennai, India. Ladies and gentlemen, Kausi Subramanyam.
Thank you, Lata, and good evening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the program. All of you have been watching Harshini dance for many years, and I'm sure you will agree with me that she has a captivating presence on stage. In class, her personality is equally charming. Her friendly, outgoing, bubbly nature puts everyone at ease, and she can brighten any room she walks into. A friend once mentioned that if anyone is in a bad mood, all they have to do is look into Harshini's face, and their spirits will be lifted. Harshini is not only a joy to be around, but she is a delight to teach. Dance is in her. All I had to do was bring it out. At times, I feel like she knows where I'm going with the choreography, even before I spell it out. When I describe the scene I'm trying to create, an image of that scene seems to be sketched in her mind even before I fully describe it. Essentially, she just gets it. When I was choreographing Maadu Meikum Kanne for Harshini, I could visualize her doing the entire dance in my mind before we even started working on it. It was the perfect piece for her. The nuances she was able to convey in the Javali are well beyond her years. Working with a student like Harshini challenges me to be more creative with my choreography and forces me to think outside the box, making every minute that I spend with her an opportunity to improve my own skills. An added benefit for Harshini is the support of her mother, Sharda. Sharda found the perfect balance of providing assistance and comfort for Harshini while maintaining the peace at home. She knew just when to say, "Kausi, I'm going to leave this part up to you." Harshini's love for dance, along with Sharda's support and guidance, and will help her continue to mature and grow as a dancer. I wish Harshini continued success in dance, for I know that dance will always be a part of her life. At this time, I would like to invite Harshini back to the stage to receive her award for successfully completing her Arangetram.
Hi, everyone. I truly cannot believe that I can finally say I have completed my Arangetram. It's truly been a dream for me, and it's really crazy that until recently I used to watch someone and say, I could never do that. But let me tell you something, dancing for 1.5 hours to 2 hours is not easy. But here I am, still standing. This past year has definitely been a journey, and one that I've learned a lot from. Persistence, discipline, and patience, especially with myself. Nevertheless, this girl standing here today is only who she is because of the many people who guided and supported her, starting with Kausi auntie. I think every one of her students would agree with me that you are an idol to each of us. The way that you are so confident yet humble, strict yet so nurturing. This balance in you is something that I look up to and is what has allowed each one of your students to truly grow, including myself. I could not be more grateful that I have such an inspiring and caring teacher like you. Even before I started Bharatanatyam, I still had dance in my life. I like to think I was born with it. And the person who introduced this beautiful form of expression that I now cannot live without is my dear mother. For those who don't know, my mom herself is a dancer. And since I was 4 years old, she has choreographed so many of my Bollywood, Tollywood, and folk dances. In respect to Bharatanatyam, though she is not a classical dancer, she has been a great guide when it comes to my abhinaya and self-expression. She was the one who made me comfortable enough to express my emotions during pieces and really connect to the characters and the situations I portray. And for that, I think she is irreplaceable. She is not only my mother, but she is also an irreplaceable friend. Of course, not all of our moments are exactly the prettiest. It can get pretty ugly. But for sure, she is the only person who could make me laugh at the most stupidest things. Thank you, Ma, for always being there for me, and I hope I have made you proud today. And of course, I have to give my thanks to my biggest fan, my dad. When I say biggest fan, I am not joking. I kid you not, whenever I have a performance of any sort, my dad will either record or somehow acquire a video that I didn't even know was recorded and watches it 24/7, like from the moment he wakes up in bed to the moment that he lies his head down to sleep. Literally, now my dad is not the best dancer, to say the least, but I cherish the bond we share. Somehow, he can always tell how I'm feeling, And when I'm feeling down, he always knows how to cheer me up with the simple, Harshi, you are great. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Because it's you, no matter what you do, it'll be beautiful. Thank you, Dada Garu, for your unconditional love and support. I must say my brother is quite a different story. He can be one of the most annoying creatures on the face of the earth sometimes. Why are you cheering? But regardless, some of my happiest moments are with him. For some reason, despite our personalities being polar opposites, we can always connect with a similar taste for shows and sense of humor. And let me tell you, I have a pretty bad sense of humor. That is why I can connect with him. Suhas, I don't say it, but whenever you go out to camp with the Boy Scouts for a weekend or sometimes a week, it's a bit unpleasant. It seems I actually do miss annoying you and laughing with you, but mostly annoying you. You are definitely someone I come back to every day and be treated the same exact way. And for that, I thank you. I know this is getting long, so I will try to conclude here. Thank you to everyone who has helped with setting everything up and getting me ready. Backstage, Kamala Auntie, and Kamala Auntie and Kausi Auntie, thank you so much. Kamala Auntie especially, you have been like feeding me grapes and like frantically running around, so thank you so much. And Ambika Auntie. Ambika Auntie is a really good hairstylist for those who are going to have an Arangetram in the future. She is very meticulous, but she does her job so well and so patiently. And so I thank you so much, Ambika Auntie. And I think all of the people who have helped, especially our family who have come from afar, you've really helped my mom loosen up a bit because she has been way more stressed out than me, for sure. And thank you to the speakers, Mr. Robinson, Mr. Frias, Madhu Uncle, Durga Auntie, and Sanjana, and my brother, for all your kind words that I couldn't really hear backstage, but I will listen to it as soon as I acquire the recording. Finally, I would like to thank you, everyone, for coming and cheering me on in my dance journey today. I appreciate your presence, and I will never forget this day because of it. Thank you all so much.
My dear family and friends, thank you for carving your time from your busy schedule and attended this big day for Harshini. Let's give Harshini a big round of applause one more time. Harshini started learning Bharatanatyam at the age of 5 under Guru Kausi. And around the same time, she started learning music from Ramya Karthik, and for 5 years, later with Guru Bharati for a couple of years. I believe learning classical music gives students a strong foundation for Bharatanatyam. It is still fresh in my memory when I took Harshini to solo performance just at the age of 7 at downtown San Antonio. She performed with her trademark smile and twinkling eyes. When I watched the performance today, I see the same smile and much higher level of maturity, both in her expression and style. Performing with such a grace is not an easy task, but she made it appear seamless. It is a blessing that she has passionate and dedicated Guru Kausi. Thank you so much, Kausi. I have often seen Harshini wake up early in the mornings, during the weekends and during vacations, to attend workshops conducted by gurus from India as well as from United States. That coming from a teenager without a pressure from parents does require a lot of commitment. There is one more person without whom this would not have been possible, standing next to me, my lovely wife Sharda. Harshini is fortunate to have a mother who is also passionate about dance and has been key her dance journey. You know, that comes with a price, right? You know, and it is not easy to receive feedback after each performance. But Harshini always embraced it and took it as an opportunity to improve. Harshini is not only a dancer, but also a wonderful person. She is confident, independent, and happy young lady. Harshini is an adorable daughter, a caring sister, and an irreplaceable friend. When it comes to breakfast, Harshini is Suha's favorite cook. She knows exactly what Suhas would want. It is always a pleasure to spend time with Harshini, whether we play ping pong or take long walks together. She is very caring. In fact, she never misses giving us a goodnight hug every night. When I see Harshini practicing, I always feel Bharatanatyam is more than just a dance. It is a combination of music, culture, and moreover, discipline. Congratulations to Harshini on this achievement. I hope you all would agree that she achieved remarkable results in this endeavor. I wish Arangetram should mark the beginning of the next chapter in Harshini's Bharatanatyam journey, not the end. There are many more to share, but Sharda gave me only 3 minutes. So thank you for all making this event memorable for us, and congratulations to Harshini once again. Thank you.
Okay. I think it is very obvious how much Ram adores Harshini. And what you heard just now is after cutting his speech to half. So, I'll try to keep it short, but no promises. As a typical Indian parent, it is hard to admit in front of your child that they impress you day in and out, and how proud I am of Harshini. Okay. Let me admit it today, Harshini. Thank you. I'm proud of you. I'm the biggest fan of your dance, and you have been my best dance partner. You made me proud every time when you danced on stage. Numerous people came and told us, "Is that your daughter?" We just could not take our eyes off her. She's just amazing. You made us proud when we secretly watched you having long chats with Suhas and taking care of your little brother when both me and Daddy were busy in long production calls. IT parents, you understand what I mean? You made us proud by how you treated your friends. You made us proud when every teacher of yours we met said that Harshini is not only an excellent student, but also a very kind person. You have done a good job parenting your kids. One thing I would like to share as I was watching Harshini's dance today, it's Varnam, especially. I was mesmerized by how well she portrayed the love, fear, and pain of a mother when Devaki hands over Krishna to Vasudeva. For a 16-year-old, it is quite hard. Very well done, Harshini. Very proud of you. It was a hard piece, and you did an excellent job. My mom, who was trained in Carnatic music, she's no more with us, but I'm sure she must be watching Harshini perform today from above and applauding for her granddaughter. My dad, who could not join us today in person, is watching the live stream, and I'm sure he's equally proud. I have always known Kausi as a very professional dance teacher and someone who has high standards when it comes how her students perform. During this Arangetram journey, I got to see Kausi up close and personal. And I was only impressed more by learning how humble and well-grounded she is. It's very hard for a person of her kind of presence within San Antonio, almost everybody knows in the Indian community, to see that kind of humbleness in a person. So thank you, Kausi, so much. Before and throughout the Arangetram journey, Kausi, she has heard from me, Kausi, is Harshini ready? Will she be okay when going for Arangetram performance? And her response always was, Harshini will do well, Sharda. She has been ready. And I could not agree anymore with what Kausi has been saying all along. You were so right, and I promise I won't ask that question again, Kausi. Thank you, Kausi, for giving the gift of Bharatanatyam to Harshini, which is going to stay with her all her life. I have no doubts. Ambika Auntie, thank you so much for coming all the way from Houston to make Harshini look so beautiful today. On her big day, it matters a lot. Thank you, Kamla, for the help backstage and your help and guidance throughout this journey. Thank you, Durga, for being our guest of honor and saying such kind words. Those were some beautiful words spoken by you today. Thank you, Mr. Robinson, Mr. Frias, for your kind words for Harshini, Madhu, and some very personal and cute words from Suhas and Sanjana. I would also like to thank the silent force who made one of the most important contributions today that we all care about a lot, and you're all waiting for food. Thank you, Ram. Not only for that, but also always being here for Harshini, talking to her, calming her down, and boosting her confidence. You definitely deserve the Best Dad Award. I would like to thank all of our family members who have traveled from far to be here with us today. They're sitting right here. Thank you so much, Rajivadina, Sharma Baba, Tarun, Padmavadina, sorry, Chandraniya, and Nagaraju. It does mean a lot. Without family, this event is not the same. There are many friends. Actually, there are many, many friends who all have helped us today to make this event possible. So I cannot imagine how we could have pulled this event together without all of your help. And if I miss anyone, please forgive me for that. Chandra Garu, Shankar Savita, Advika for brochures. I hope I can see her. Priyanka, Deepa, Radha, Pragna, Pandu and Lata Kadire, Kevi Garu, Srinivas, Manohar, Lata, and Shri Sen. There are many more I might have missed. And I definitely want to thank you so much. Some of them are actually working, making sure that delicious food is being served, ready for you to enjoy. So thank you from bottom of my heart on behalf of Kundurthi family. I don't want to stay too long, but I did, kind of, between you and the delicious food. So let me conclude. Today is a celebration for us because of your presence. Heartfelt thanks from Kundurthi family. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I came across these lovely lines, which I believe is entirely apt to summarize this beautiful evening. Dancing is an art. The floor is my canvas. I'm the brush, and whatever comes out is from the heart. These words truly echo the sentiments of the debutante dancer Sreeharshini Kundurthi, as she ascended the stage today and mesmerized one and all with her flawless rendition during her Bharatanatyam Arangetram. Let's hear it for Sreeharshini once more. For people who joined in late, I would like to mention once more that Sreeharshini is dedicating her Arangetram to raise funds to support Heart Gift, a non-profit organization that provides life-saving heart surgery to children from around the world where specialized medical treatment is either scarce or non-existent. Sreeharshini would deeply appreciate if you could donate to her cause. Before we all disperse, I would like to let you know that the cake cutting, photos, and dinner will be at the church right across from the street from Carver. Please follow the signs in the hall for directions to walk to the place. If for some reason you are lost, you can also find the directions on your e-white. Sreeharshini is looking forward to seeing each one of you there. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.